जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल वंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जाहे तव शुभाशिष माघे गाहे तव जय गाधा। जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
We are going to witness the spectacular march past by the LCC cadets. After having witnessed the spectacular march past, we are going to now listen to a patriotic song sung by Lata Madam. And this song represents the culture, the unity, the diversity of India, and what the philosophy India stands for. So let's enjoy this on this 75th Independence Day.
पलुमताल भाषल परिमళాల కదంబం పలురీతుల సంగమం మా భారత కుటుంబం. పలుమతాల భాషల పరిమళాల కదంబం పలురీతుల సంగమం మా భారత కుటుంబం. పలుమతాల భాషల పరిమళాల కదంబం పలురీతుల సంగమం మా భారత కుటుంబం. ఉరికేటి నదులు మన జానపదులు వికసించే తోటలు వినిపించే పాటలు. ఉరికేటి నదులు మన జానపదులు వికసించే తోటలు వినిపించే పాటలు. వేద ఘోషలు బౌద్ధ వాక్కులు వేద ఘోషలు బౌద్ధ వాక్కులు బాళించి పరచినవి విశ్వశాంతి బాటలు. మానవాళి వికాసమే భారతీయ తత్వము. మానవాళి వికాసమే భారతీయ తత్వము. పలు రీతుల సంగమం మా భారత కుటుంబం. పలు రీతుల సంగమం మా భారత కుటుంబం. పలు మతాల భాషల పరిమళాల కదంబం. పలు రీతుల సంగమం మా భారత కుటుంబం. సకల కళ రామమిదే మా నివాసము. అందరినీ ఆదరించు స్వర్గధామము. సకల కళ రామమిదే మా నివాసము. అందరినీ ఆదరించు స్వర్గధామము. ఇలా తలముపై వెలసిన స్నేహదీపము. ఇలా తలముపై వెలసిన స్నేహదీపము. సమతమ మత రూపమే మా దేశము. ఇలా తలముపై వెలసిన స్నేహదీపము. సమతమ మత రూపమే మా దేశము. జనహితమే మా జాతి చల్లని హృదయం. జనహితమే మా జాతి చల్లని హృదయం. పలు రీతుల సంగమం మా భారత కుటుంబం. పలు రీతుల సంగమం మా భారత కుటుంబం. పలు మతాల భాషల పరిమళాల కదంబం. పలు రీతుల సంగమం మా భారత కుటుంబం. మా భారత కుటుంబం. మా భారత కుటుంబం. Thank you.
For the excellent song. Actually, it reflects the whole philosophy of India, the cultural unity, division, the philosophy of live and let live, democracy, and everything is reflected. Thank you very much. And here we proceed with the importance of this day. 75 years of independence we have enjoyed, and what went before that is going to be enumerated by the speakers who are there. And then now I would like to request our Vice Principal Madam, Sarala Madam, with all her experience of teaching and guiding the students. Actually today the students need to know what our history is like. Our future will be built on the past. A strong foundation will make a strong future. So it is important for the students to know what exactly our past was like. So when I request Vice Principal Madam to enumerate and bless the children on this Independence Day. Madam.
Good morning everyone. Honorable Chief Guest of the Day, Chairperson, Director, Principal of VIVA and Dean Academics of VVIT, dear staff and beloved students. Let me first wish you all a very happy Independence Day. Today we have gathered here to celebrate 75th Independence Day amidst the pandemic with all hope that we can rise from it. It is a national festival that brings zealous determinations, affirmations and positivity amongst all of us. The same feeling of patriotism increases when we share it with our students, as these are our future leaders. One individual may die for an idea, but that idea will, after his death, incarnate itself in 1,000 lives. This quote by Netaji means that we are the human incarnation of the ideas that our ancestors have thought of. We must strive harder every day of our life for a better India that is prosperous and equal to all its citizens. Independence that we are taking for granted never came to us served on a plate. It has been a long journey lakhs of people under the leadership of Netaji, Mahatma Gandhi, Bhagat Singh, Mangal Pandey, Azad, Sukhdev, and many more who struggled for decades. And not just today. We must abide by their values of responsibility and courage every day. As teachers, we should not only teach the lesson of independence to our students, but also imbibe patriotism and love for the nation in them. As responsible citizens, we all must respect our past. Instead of shifting blames in the wake of hatred, we should instead learn to fight against the odds. Today, we play an important role in international affairs around the world. Our youth are leading the world in technology and engineering. In fact, since the day of independence to this day, we have much developed in every sphere of life. We are entering into a new era of technology, and it is the key aspect of learning. Now, the concept of traditional education has changed radically as it has entered the new era, the revolution of online education. At Viva the School, we are dedicated to a student-centered program that promotes academic excellence through an enriched, rigorous, interdisciplinary curriculum. As patriotic citizens, let's put extra efforts into performing our civic responsibilities. Let us give our younger generation a prosperous and safe India, resulting out of economic prosperity coupled with civilization heritage. Let me quote Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, "O Almighty, create thoughts and actions in the minds of the people of my nation so that we live united. Light the minds of the religious leaders of my country to evolve a bridge among religions with compassion and love. Embed the thought, nation is bigger than the individual or party in the minds of the leaders. May God bless my people to work hard and transform the country into a prosperous nation in a decade. I pray to Almighty to provide us the wisdom, knowledge, fiscal resources, and ability to work to overcome the ongoing pandemic and make the dreams of leaders to come true." With these words, I conclude and wish a happy Independence Day once again. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, madam. An erudite speech which ranged from history, philosophy, and even every aspect of the Indian politics today. And now, I request a man of many words, a person who can deal with any topic that is given. And on this day of independence, I guess this speech is going to be a one which will deal with all the topics and which can clarify all our doubts. I request our principal sir, Joshi sir, to address. Thank you, sir.
Good morning, everybody. At the outset, let me wish you 75th Independence Day celebration and 74th anniversary of our Indian independence. Honorable Chief Guest, respected Chairman, respected Lieutenant Commodore Mr. K.S. Rao, the Director of the school, VVIT Dean of Academics, Giribabu Garu, our junior campus head, Mrs. Vedavani, all coordinators, Vice Principal of the school. Today, the entire nation is celebrating. Morning itself, Honorable Prime Minister had hoisted tricolor on Red Fort traditionally. For 15th August, we call it hoisting of flag, and for 26th January, we call it unfurling of flag. There is a wafer-thin difference in between these two words. While hoisting, you must have watched, the flag has gone from down to up. And 26th January, it is already folded there, and it is being unfurled. While paying to rich tributes to all those individuals and organizations who strived hard to gain independence from the British rule some 75 years back. At the same time, those revolutionaries also, known and unknown too, they have led their lives to gain this independence. Perhaps we have taken birth after the independence, we don't know the real meaning about the British rule. In simple word, being a teacher, I explain you, had it been British rule today, your Pedakakani CI would have been from England. This is in a very simple way. So one should realize what exactly our forefathers have done for us. They have allowed us to take birth in the year of the freedom. We call, yes, I have taken birth in independent India. But for that purpose, our ancestors and forefathers have laid down their lives for the years together and thereafter shed their blood. It is said that without spilling blood, there can't be revolution. That is the trademark of the revolution only. Now, these are the bygone eras. Last 75 years, every time we are pronouncing all these things, this how we have got independence, what history right from the 11th century, 12th century. Now, in contemporary times, means today, we should pay the rich tributes to those scientists and biotechnologists who have invented corona vaccine for us. Last year during 15th August it was not there. On 26th January also it was not there. It is one sort of sacrifice. Can you imagine how much they must have toiled hard and burnt midnight oil for inventing this vaccine? Today our lives are because of those biotechnologists. We should pay rich tribute on this occasion for them. Equally, we should pay tribute to all those contingent who fought for India in Japan Olympics and snatched so many medals for us. For the history of India, these many medals in Olympics we have gone for the first time. And if you start investigating this, why it has happened this year only, you will come with so many beautiful English words in future. Nepotism, favoritism, it was not there. The sports people are selected on the basis of their caliber. That is why we should pay rich tribute to them also. After the independence, that first objective has been over, but later objective, it was the challenging 10 times more than gaining the independence. Entire Indian society was reeling under totally bad practices, social vices also, and the root poverty, and the root cause for that was illiterate individuals of this country. It was only the reason. And thereafter, our leaders, right from beginning, Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, they have undertaken the first task, along with other that, to make the people literate first. Where is 13% literacy at the time of independence, and after 75 years, it is 70%. 70% of 140 crores. The population of USA is 35 crore, they are 100% literate. But they are 35 crore. We are 70% of 140. We are more educated and more literate than them, if you calculate in such a manner. And this literary has got myriad tentacles also. One is foundational literacy, which has been uncared for so far. And in new education policies, more emphasis is being given on foundational literacy. In simple words, what foundational literacy is, instead of going for the deep into the educational philosophy, let me explain it. My third standard child should be able to read the board on the APSRTC bus, which is written in Telugu. That is called foundational literacy. Whatever syllabus you follow, whatever boards you follow, whatever techniques you follow, the third class child, standard third child, who is barely of 9-year-old, 8-year-old, he should be able to read those books. It is not, if you go into objectively, it's not. This has been realized by the contemporary leaders. Second literacy they want to imbibe is the numerical literacy. What exactly numerical literacy is? If I give an addition 14 plus 17, immediately the child start groping for the calculator. Before he find out the calculator, the old people like he immediately calculate it. That is called the numerical literacy. And third one, the last one, before my concluding of speech, very important for you youngsters. If you, I know everybody sitting over here have not been literate in that aspect. That is called financial literacy. Even a 25-year, 27-year-old child is not able to write the check properly. He doesn't know the operation of NEFT and RTGS also. That is called financial literacy. They don't think about what will happen when the income will stop after the retirement. They should think 30 or 35 years before only. That is called financial literacy. If anybody has not started, the time has not gone, you should start. With this rich tributes to all these people and focus on this 4 type of literacy, I conclude today's speech. Thank you very much, and once again, Happy Independence Day to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Principal Sir. As I mentioned earlier, he is more of a teacher than a principal, as he himself says it. And he deals with any topic for that matter. Today he started with hoisting, and the difference between hoisting of a flag and unfurling, and went up to financial literacy. Thank you, sir, for your erudite knowledge. Let's listen to a person of discipline, a person of hard work, one of the strong pillars of VVIT Engineering College, Dr. Giribabu Garu. He has been the head of Department of AC, and now he is the Dean of Academics, and his service is much valued by the management and the institution, and the students have gained much. Now I request sir to address this gathering. Thank you, sir.
Dignitaries, faculty, and my dear students, a very good morning to one and all. A very, very happy Independence Day to all of you gathered over here. We, Viva VVIT institutions, are celebrating 75th Independence Day to commemorate 75 years of freedom of progressive India and the glorious history of its people, culture, and achievements. This Independence Day is a festival of 75 years of independence, and it will not only endeavor to reflect the spirit of freedom, struggle, but also offer a tribute to the martyrs. It will be a pledge and resolve to build India of your dreams. We know this independence is a pride of Sanatan Bharat and the glory of modern India at the same time. This Independence Day is a fusion of the spirituality of the sages along with the capabilities and strengths of our scientists, which depicts the magnificent journey of our nation. As an Indian, we are proud to have unique social and cultural heritage while exploring groundbreaking scientific accomplishments and technological advancements through these years since independence achieved on 1947. If we question ourselves, how can we tribute to the nation? It is the students, faculty, and staff of these institutions who have taken the lead and think of giving back their best to the nation. Students by perfectly sticking to their role of learning, staff by giving their best services to the institute, even though we all have personal agenda of progressing in our career, but let us do it without forgetting our responsibilities towards the nation. However, in this competitive world, to march further, a nation requires a power of science and technology to be counted among the best. We can contribute to our nation by taking up one problem of our society and working out solutions. It will be a contribution to the society, to the institution, and to the nation as a whole by taking it as a silent pledge and work on it. The founding fathers of this nation, along with the numerous freedom fighters who gave their lives to the country, wanted this nation to be independent and happy. Over last 7 decades, India has emerged towards becoming a global power to fulfill it. My sincere and heartfelt greetings to NCC cadets who organized it remarkably well without violating the COVID-19 protocol. I thank our beloved chairman of Viva VV8 institutions, Sri Vasireddy Vidyasagar Garu, and wish under his prophetic vision we celebrate even more Independence Days ahead with zeal and vigor to achieve more milestones together. I thank our respected Vice Principal Ma'am, Principal Joshi Sir, and Director Rao Garu for giving me this opportunity. We must remember the contributions of not only the known but also the unacknowledged brave freedom fighters, and we tribute all such people from this platform here in Viva VV80. Let us salute today all those people who gave us this great nation to live free. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. As expected, he blended technology with patriotism and the role of the students that we have to play, or you have to play, to the contribution of the growth of the nation. So thank you, sir, for your valuable message. Next, today is the Day of Independence, and the person who is supposed to authoritatively talk about that are the people who are involved in the services in the 3 areas of defense of the country. And we have got an experienced person, Lieutenant Commander K.S. Rao Garu, Director of Viva School. Sir, please bless our children on this day. Thank you.
On behalf of our Honorable Chairman, Sri Vidyasagar Sir, respected Principal Sri Joshi Sir, Dean of Academics VVIT, Dr. Giribabu Sir, Vice Principal Sarala Madam, academic coordinators, all our teaching and non-teaching staff members, our dear children and parents, a warm and hearty welcome to the esteemed chief guest for this Independence Day celebrations. Thank you, sir, for taking out your valuable time to come and meet us and bless our children. Thank you very much, sir. And we also welcome all our dear children and proud parents on this auspicious occasion. Dear children, what is so auspicious about today? Why is it so special? Why all Indians are celebrating today with lot of happiness, joy, and heartfulness, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari and Punjab to Arunachal Pradesh? Our children should know this as the future leaders of this great nation. But before going into that, I would like to talk about your 1.5 years of precious time that you have spent recently. Last 1.5 years, you have had a lot of restrictions. You were unable to come out of your houses. You were unable to meet your friends, unable to play with your friends. And of course, finally, there was no entertainment for you at all. As far as children are concerned, the world has come to a standstill for last 1.5 years. You are confined to your homes. And what is the result of it, which is more important? We have seen that many students, there is restlessness. They started feeling loneliness. And a lot of frustration has started creeping into the children's brains. And many children have started playing video games, chatting, and many other things with gadgets, which is very alarming, because in near future, it is going to give a lot of effect on your mental and physical health. And keeping this apart, now let's come back to the today's relevance. For centuries, that is for hundreds of years, our forefathers had unlimited restrictions when we were under the rule of Britishers. They did not have their fundamental rights. They lost all their rights when the Britishers were ruling them. No Indian was allowed into the compartment of a train where the Britishers were sitting and traveling. What a humiliation. It's our own country, but we were unable to enjoy our freedom. Once upon a time, India was the richest country in culture, heritage, and living standards. But after losing the independence, started looking forward just for survival. That was the state. 90% of the Indians were unable to have proper 3 meals a day. Forget about the shelter and clothing. This continued for centuries. And then there was a necessity for leaders to come out to lead the people in the unified way for the freedom of this great nation. And then the leaders were born at various places of the country in the form of Alluri Sitaramraju, Bhagat Singh, Mahatma Gandhi, Subhash Chandra Bose, Tanguturi Prakasham Pantulu, Viyalawada Narasimha Reddy, Kannaganti Hanumantu, and many, many thousands. And dear children, the sacrifices made by these thousands of people have given us the independence, has given us the freedom. And today we are able to live with confidence, self-esteem, and self-belief only because of their sacrifices. Thousands of people have given everything of theirs, including their health, wealth, and lives, leaving their families in the sorrowfulness, just for the independence of millions of us. And even after the independence, the situation was not bright. Nobody wanted the India to develop in the way we wanted to. We had many, many hurdles. There were no proper roads. All over the country, there were around 80,000 telephones when we got the independence. The communication was very difficult. There were many languages, cultures, religions. There were no proper educational institutions to share the knowledge with the next generation children. But still, the confidence, the self-esteem, the self-belief that we have got because of the independence had made us to stand on our own feet and develop in these 74 years. And that is how what we are today. We cannot forget the post-independence leaders like Mokshagundam Visvesvaraya, Dr. Abdul Kalam, even for that matter, P.V. Sindhu, Karanam Malleshwari, Satyam Nadella, Indra Nooyi, and many more who have been the pillars in making a strong foundation to make this country into a great nation. And now it is your turn. Even I can quote 2 examples of the great leaders that were born and did wonders. If you take the example of Mokshagundam Visvesvaraya, one day he was traveling in a train. He was lying down on the berth, and suddenly he had heard difference in sound because of the difference in the vibrations that were created. And then he got up and pulled the chain and stopped the train. Then people came and questioned him. Then he said, please go and see ahead. Probably after half a kilometer, 1 kilometer, the railway track is damaged. See the geniusness of an Indian. And similarly, if you take an example of Mirabai Chanum, who recently won silver medal in weightlifting in Tokyo Olympics. For her, the initial practice started with carrying of huge bundles of firewood to her home because they did not have gas at home. At the age of 12, when she was carrying this firewood for cooking purpose, her parents have realized that she is carrying much more weight than her elder brother, and then they have encouraged her for this weightlifting, and they have joined her in sports academy in Manipur. She did not have the money to go and attend the classes there, so she has taken the lift in trucks, and that is how she has honored the truck owners once she got the medal. Where she started and where she has reached, it does not matter where you are starting. It matters how you have started and how you have continued the journey with. And dear children, so please understand that the restrictions are not going to stop us from our prosperity. The leaders will come out in the difficult situations we have seen for centuries. In India, the leaders always came out when there was a requirement, when there was a need, when there was a necessary. And we are also happy that you have taken a resolution on 7th August, and we expect you all to follow the resolutions that you have taken. And now, since Domi sir has said that I am the best person to talk about the defense, I can quote an example. When we were in Trincomalee, half Sri Lanka went for the LTTE war. In the times of war, you will have just seconds to react to any situation. Every day we used to walk around 7 to 8 kilometers, and we never knew where the landmine was. We all carried pistols. And of course, we also had guards. There were many occasions when the death has come very close, and within seconds, we missed it. The 85 days was the greatest experience in life. The greatest experience in life. And I am proud that I am an Indian and I am born in India. And so, dear children, wish you all the very best, and we wish you all to become the wonderful leaders of this great nation so that you can lead the world in heritage, culture, and also in the scientific development. Thank you very much. Wish you all the very best.
Thank you, Director Sir, for your personal experience as well as the advice to make use of each opportunity to achieve the greatness in one's own life. And thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And there is a saying in English, empty vessels make much noise. Here we have a man of few words, but each word has its weight, and word can be explained in chapters. And that is none other than our beloved chairman, sir, Vasireddy Vidyasagar, sir. Please bless the children on this occasion, sir.
Happy Independence Day, everyone. We know for sure that this is the most important day for Indians. Thank you, sir. And thank you, Viva VVT family members, for making this happen. In these last 75 years, you have achieved a lot. We have almost become a $3 trillion GDP country. But we know for sure that we have miles to go. And this responsibility lies on you, the next generation. So all the good wishes. Take care. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. That conveys 1 hour speech. What is independence and what is opposition today and what you are supposed to achieve. Many miles to go before we sleep, the motto of Viva VVIT. So thank you, sir, for your sweet and concise message. Here we have another great personality to listen to. And let me just spend 1 minute introducing the great personality. So it is indeed a special privilege and honor for me to introduce and invite a towering personality today. All the more on this 75th Independence Day, it gets more significant when I introduced a great person who has spent a lion's part of his life in protecting our beloved mother country, India. It is none other than Lieutenant Colonel T.K. Venkateswarlu Garu. On this day, every one of us feel proud to be associated with such personalities. Sir, Viva family feels honored to be associated with you. He is a man of versatility and has excelled in whichever field of action he was assigned to. Lieutenant Colonel T.K. Venkateswarlu Garu belongs to the 6th Mahar Regiment and was commissioned in June 2001. He hails from Chittoor and was born in 1967. He had his early education from Tiruvallur Senior Secondary School at Gudiyatam in Tamil Nadu. As I said, he is a man of versatility and has in-depth knowledge of all the South Indian languages. To mention a few, Malayalam, Tamil, Kannada, Telugu, besides the common languages Hindi and English. If I throw a bit of light into his services that he has rendered, we understand the talent and the capability of our chief guest. He served as a platoon commander of 6th Maha for more than 1 year. During the next 3 years, he was the second in command and camp commander of the 6th Maha in different parts of India. Adding feathers to his crown were his staff appointments, which were in addition to the regimental duties. They include the following. He was the quartermaster of admin and rail in Chennai for about 2.5 years. Later, he was the establishing officer for 2 years for the 36th Infantry Division. Then, he was posted as a training officer for NCC in Bangalore. There, he excelled himself in that position for about 2 years. From June 2021, he has been rendering his yeoman services as a training officer of the NCC Group headquarters in Guntur. He is a proud father of 2 sons, Sai Bhargav and Mokshit. Definitely, we are privileged to have such an eminent personality among us today to share our joy on this proud day of 75th Independence Day. Now, may I invite him on behalf of everyone present here to bless us and deliver his precious message. Thank you, sir.
Jai Hind. First of all, I wish you good luck on the 75th Independence Day. All speakers have spoken enough about the independence, how we got it, everything. Now, we are living in an independent country, right? Not in Israel or countries like where a lot of troubles. We are extremely fortunate to be born in India with such a great culture, heritage, and name all around the world in the present environment. So, what I was trying to tell, we got a platform which has been given to us by our ancestors. Now, we are in the best part of the life. Now, it is our duty to take off from this place. Since we have a platform, taking off is easy. Can anybody say what is the most precious commodity in this world? Try, NCC cadets, any of you? What is the most precious commodity? Try something. Have some initiative, your NCC. Come on. What is the most precious commodity? Stir your minds. Yeah, your dot. So time is at premium, right? So each minute you spend, see, everybody knows life is very short, right? Whatever you have to achieve, you have to achieve within this span of life. See, what is the time? If you start counting, it is just flowing. It's not stopping at all. So whatever you have to do it within this lifespan, right? So for that, first of all, your management of time. Probably I got late today because of certain issues. So time management is the most important thing for you. And secondly, I'll tell you certain tips on the personality aspects, basically. For any person who is born in this world, should have an aim. Aim means laksh. Where am I heading? What is my purpose of life? What I am supposed to do? Once your aim is fixed, then you have to work on that. And untiringly. There will be odds, there will be difficulties on the way when you are attempting to achieve a goal. But if you are having strong willpower and determination and perseverance, there is nobody who can stop you. And I was reading some book of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam yesterday only. The first thing which comes to your mind is the idea. See, once The idea has to come. First thing, when the idea comes, then you start building upon that. So he was telling, you have to dream your aims first. Once you dream, it will come into reality. Just dreaming may not help unless you have a strong willpower to work for it. Today I saw a very good parade. You have been vibrant, very smartly marching. Don't you feel happy in the uniforms? Say louder. Yes, sir. Yeah. So, see, it's a big college, lot of students. How many of you have chosen to wear uniforms? You feel proud amongst your classmates? Yes or no? Yes, sir. So, this is a special privilege what has been given to you, right? You have chosen it, right? Since you have chosen, it is the beginning of your journey. Either you become an army officer, navy officer, air force officer, or any paramilitary force, or you become an IAS officer. Your foundation is started now, right? I'll request, especially the NCC cadets, spend more time on building your character. Character involves small things like developing good hobbies, reading good books, see a lot of leaders who fought for the independence. If you read their biographies and all, you learn a lot of beautiful things. You develop habits of reading, you do some exercises, play games, and there shouldn't be a dull moment in your life. In the beginning I said the time is at premium, means whatever time you spend more on sleeping, gossip with the children, with your friends and playing on the mobile, it's all waste of time, it's not creative. Your mind has to work on creativity. Once you start working, you'll start enjoying. See, like, I'll tell you certain examples. When you start doing a new thing, everybody will say he's a mad person. Pagal hai, it's not workable, but why is he trying? The moment you start pursuing it, some small success will come, they'll start looking at you, yeah, he's a mental but thoda calm, he's better. The moment you start progressing on that, and you start achieving, people will start following you. Right? Have you ever tried it? You should. Okay. So whenever you have an idea, you start working on it. Then success will come automatically. Right? So you should always try and develop good habits. Small things like waking up early, helping your parents. Okay. Learning new things like somebody is a book pest, he is always good in reading, but he can always try playing some games, doing some physical activities. So since Colonel Rao was mentioning, you try and become good leaders. If you have read certain, the leaders are not born, they are made. Right? Of people who have inherited great empires and all. If you have read the history of Mughal Empire, towards the end of the Mughal Empire, all who were born as from a very royal family, they perished. But those who have rose from the grassroots, they have climbed each and every ladder slowly. The fall will not be sharp. Since you are already sitting with your help of parents and all, or with your inheritance, the fall is very steep because you don't know the journey. So to develop a strong personality, you have to spend more time on yourself. The journey begins with you. When you're good, your family is good. Your family is good, your village is good. When your village is good, it's a very old saying, but I'm not telling anything new. When the village is good, your whole panchayat is good. When the whole panchayat is good, the state is good. When the state is good, country is good. And you will feel proud. So the mending part has to start from you. Do you have Josh in you to start that? It is easy to start, but difficult to follow. Right? Somebody is decided, I'll get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. You put an alarm also. Then the moment alarm rings, yeah, it is just 5 o'clock, it is dark also. I'll not get up. You'll put it on snooze. You'll get up at 6 o'clock. You have to have that fraction of seconds to get up. And then once you start, and next day there's no alarm required, you will get up on your own. You will start enjoying early morning breeze, go for a jog. Your day begins very early. I'm telling small tips, right? So, to develop your personality, you have to start small. Suddenly you wanted to learn a new game, okay? Then you started initially, you fall and people were laughing at you. But the more you practice, you will become a professional. After some time, see, there's some saying, maybe, see, repetition is the mother of learning. When you keep repeating a certain thing, you will become a perfectionist in that. Right? Secondly, since I am here, I'll try and motivate you to join the armed forces. Right? I'll tell you, to join armed forces, there are so many entries. Recently, the Guntur headquarters had the recruitment rally. Right? Apart from that, you have National Defense Academy, you have CDS, there are so many other entries. Okay? Whichever stage of life, like after you do engineering, there is technical entries. So you have ample opportunities. I'll tell you, I feel proud to talk in front of you just because I feel proud to wear this uniform. Right? To have pride in you, if you prefer to join in armed forces, you will have a very balanced life, wherein you have a lot of adventure activities. So the veterans like him, he will be able to tell you much more. He is a product of Sainik School. Sainik School, sir. So you see the amount of satisfaction you have. There is not a dull moment in your life. You enjoy you have a very balanced life, right? So whoever has got opportunity may like to pursue defense as a career. Okay, nowadays a lot of lady officers also doing very well, and they have recently brought a policy that they'll also get a permanent commission. Earlier they were being given a short service commission where they used to retire very early. Now even the lady officers get pensions. Okay. With this, I'd like to conclude my talk. Good luck to everybody. Okay. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. It was a speech full of josh and with a vibrant speech which could electrify the students. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your valuable speech. So here we come to the conclusion, the culmination of today's Independence Day celebrations. And on behalf of everyone, I would like to say a big word of thanks to our chief guest, Venkateswara Garu, and all the people who have spent their valuable time here. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Not connected.
Go ahead.